What if time, the thing that rules our lives, doesn't actually exist? Einstein once said, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubborn illusion." Modern physics agrees. You never experience the now. Your brain is always 80 milliseconds behind reality. But here's the twist. Some scientists claim your death may already exist somewhere in space-time, waiting. So is time a river carrying us forward, or a frozen movie reel we're tricked into believing is moving? Time feels obvious. Seconds tick, days pass, we grow old. Yet physics insists it may not be real at all. Some scientists see time as an emergent property, like temperature arising from motion. Others argue that all moments, past, present, and future, already coexist in a cosmic block universe. What's at stake is more than physics. If time isn't fundamental, our deepest assumptions about free will, aging, even death, might unravel. Short-term, this challenges how we understand memory and perception. Long-term, it could reshape cosmology, artificial intelligence, and maybe even the way we build future civilizations. Hollywood has hinted at this. In Interstellar, time bent under gravity. In Tenet, it ran backwards. But science suggests the truth may be stranger than fiction. So today, we'll explore the mind-bending physics of time, what science says, what philosophers argue, and what it means if now isn't real. Spoiler: your watch may be lying to you. For most of human history, time was considered absolute, a cosmic heartbeat that never wavered. Isaac Newton described it as flowing equably without relation to anything external. In his universe, time was the stage on which events played out, steady and universal. Then came Einstein. In 1905, his theory of relativity shattered the old view. Time, he showed, isn't fixed. It bends and stretches depending on speed and gravity. Astronauts on the International Space Station, for example, age slightly slower than we do on Earth. That's not science fiction. Precise atomic clocks confirm a difference of about 0.01 seconds per year between Earth and orbit. And relativity is measurable on Earth too. In 1971, the Haffel-Keating experiment flew 4 atomic clocks around the world on commercial jets. When compared to clocks left on the ground, they disagreed by fractions of microseconds, just as Einstein predicted. Time itself had shifted. Some physicists go further. Time doesn't flow at all. Instead, the universe may be a block of space-time, with past, present, and future equally real. From this perspective, we don't move through time like swimmers in a river. We're more like characters in a flipbook, each page fixed forever. Philosophers have long wrestled with this. St. Augustine admitted, "What is time? If no one asks me, I know. If I wish to explain, I do not know." In modern philosophy, J.M.E. McTaggart argued that our categories of past, present, and future are illusions. And thought experiments like the arrow paradox of Zeno raise the same suspicion. Is time continuous, or just snapshots stitched together? Neuroscience adds another twist. Perception lags behind reality by 80 milliseconds, meaning we never live in the true now. Like a live stream with buffering, we experience the world slightly delayed. So what is time? A universal clock? A flexible dimension? Or a hallucination we've mistaken for truth? Or, put bluntly, your watch is a liar, but at least it's consistent. If time is not fundamental, the consequences are staggering. One scenario is the block universe, where past, present, and future all exist equally. Imagine your life as a film reel. Every frame is already there, from birth to death. You don't move through time. The projector of consciousness simply reveals each frame in sequence. Free will, then, becomes questionable. Are we choosing our actions, or just watching pre-written scenes unfold? This raises a chilling possibility. If your future already exists, then your death may already be out there in space-time, waiting. Not something you move toward, but a fixed frame already written in the cosmic reel. Another scenario is time as an emergent property. Just as temperature emerges from molecules moving, time might emerge from change itself. If so, at the deepest level, the universe might be timeless, a static pattern of relationships. What we perceive as seconds passing could be nothing more than our brains interpreting shifting configurations. But critics argue that denying time contradicts our most basic experience. We age, memories form, Stars are born and die. Isn't that evidence enough that time flows? Here's the paradox. All those changes can exist in a block universe without time flowing. They simply are, laid out across space-time. Relativity gives us another twist. Two observers in different gravitational fields can disagree on what events are simultaneous. This isn't just philosophy. It was confirmed by atomic clocks flown on planes and satellites. What is now for one person may not be now for another. In 2018, physicist Carlo Rovelli suggested in the order of time that time dissolves completely at the quantum level, replaced by webs of relationships. If that's true, then maybe when you say, "I don't have enough time," you're being scientifically precise. So what does hard science say about time? Let's dive into the math. At the smallest scales, physics speaks in Planck units. The Planck time, about 5.39 times 10 seconds, is the tiniest possible slice of duration. Below this, our equations break down time as we know it may not even exist. If time has a quantum grain, reality might be pixelated like a cosmic video game. Relativity offers another clue. Einstein showed that time slows near strong gravity. This isn't theory, it's measured. In 2010, researchers at NIST used two atomic clocks, one placed just 33 centimeters higher than the other. The elevated clock ticked slightly faster, confirming that even a change in elevation alters time's flow. Imagine aging faster simply because you live in a penthouse apartment. And relativity gets stranger at cosmic scales. Near a black hole, time dilation becomes extreme. In Interstellar, astronauts spend just a few hours on a planet while 23 years pass on Earth. That scene wasn't fantasy. It was based on real equations of general relativity. Entropy, the measure of disorder, also plays a role. The arrow of time, why we remember the past but not the future, comes from entropy increasing. A glass shatters easily, but it never reassembles. Modern computing gives us another metaphor. Today's fastest supercomputers perform over 10^1 operations per second. If reality is computational, time might be nothing more than the update rate of the universe's processor. Experts remain divided. The Perimeter Institute for Theoretical Physics admits no consensus exists. Is time fundamental, emergent, or even real? Absurdly enough, if time is emergent, then complaining about lag in life might be like your video game character blaming the processor. Here's where time becomes most unsettling: the paradoxes. If the block universe is correct, then your future already exists. You're not moving toward it, it's sitting there, as fixed as your past. That raises a haunting possibility. The choice you think you'll make tomorrow, what to eat, whom to marry, even when to die, may already be written into spacetime. Free will begins to look less like freedom and more like playback. Then there's the grandfather paradox of time travel. If time is fixed, then going back to change the past should be impossible. Yet relativity equations allow closed time-like curves, loops in spacetime where cause and effect twist into knots. Could you meet your future self, or even prevent your own existence? Now consider a sharper thought experiment. Imagine you're frozen for 1,000 years and revived in 3025. From your perspective, no time passed. Did you skip a millennium, or did you simply blink into a new arrangement of spacetime? If time is emergent, maybe nothing was skipped at all. You just woke in the next frame of the universal film. And we still don't know what links time with consciousness. Physics equations work equally well forward and backward, yet our minds only perceive one direction. Why do we feel an arrow that the math doesn't require? The paradox is this: our lives depend on time, yet physics keeps stripping it away. It's enough to make you wonder if we're like goldfish trying to understand water, except in this case, the water might not even be there. So if time is an illusion, or at least not what it seems, what does that mean for us? On one hand, it's unsettling. The block universe suggests your future is already written, raising doubts about free will and personal choice. Entropy implies that decay and loss are inevitable, a reminder of our fragility. And relativity tells us that now is different depending on where you stand. Taken together, it paints a picture of a universe indifferent to our clocks and calendars. But there's also an empowering twist. If all moments coexist, then your happiest days are not gone. They still exist somewhere in spacetime. The laughter of childhood, the warmth of love, Even moments you thought were lost remain stitched into the cosmic fabric. You can't walk back to them, but physics suggests they were never erased. Philosophically, this offers a strange comfort. Death may not be an erasure, but simply another chapter, already written into the tapestry of the universe. We are like ants on a processor chip, too small to grasp the whole pattern, but part of a design vaster than we can imagine. Maybe the lesson isn't to conquer time, but to embrace the frames of it we're given. Even if the future is fixed, the present still feels like a gift, an illusion, perhaps, but a precious one. So what have we uncovered? That time, the one thing we take for granted, may be the greatest illusion of all. Newton saw it as absolute, Einstein bent it with relativity, and modern physics hints it may dissolve altogether at the quantum level. Neuroscience shows we never truly live in the present, while philosophy questions whether past, present, and future exist separately at all. If the block universe is right, then your life is a tapestry already woven, every moment stitched into spacetime. If time is emergent, then it's nothing more than a clever trick of perspective, like the illusion of motion in a flipbook. And yet, we still feel time. We age, we remember, we hope. That tension, between physics and experience, may never be fully resolved. But perhaps that's the gift. If the present is an illusion, then the fact we experience it at all may be the strangest miracle in the universe. And it leaves one final question. If time isn't real, then what does it actually mean to be alive right now? If this journey through the mind-bending physics of time left you questioning reality, hit subscribe and join us as we explore more of the universe's biggest paradoxes. But now it's your turn. Do you think time is real, or just the most convincing illusion in history? And if your future already exists somewhere in spacetime, does that change how you live today? Tell us in the comments. We love reading your theories.